Do you understand the legal aspect of how to properly set up Airbnbs? Hey everyone, my name is Jorge Contreras and I have a six-figure a month Airbnb business and I've been operating short-term rentals since 2017. I currently own, sublease, and manage short-term rentals. And I've definitely learned a thing or two over the last 15 years of operating many businesses from a legal perspective. So let's talk about it. The number one thing you may want to consider is starting an LLC. An LLC stands for Limited Liability Company. And there's a couple really good reasons. I want to share three really good reasons why you should consider starting an LLC for your Airbnb business. Number one is for asset protection. You want to make sure that you shield your assets, from other businesses, and from your personal name. So rather than doing business under your social security number, you want to do business under the EIN number that is assigned to your LLC. EIN stands for Employee Identification Number. Again, you don't want to own a barbershop, a restaurant, and real estate under your name or all under one LLC. Ideally, you have one LLC for the barbershop, one LLC for your restaurant business, and one LLC for your Airbnb business. You want to shield your assets from each other. The second reason is it gives you more credibility when you are speaking to landlords in order to pitch them for Airbnb Arbitrage. They're going to see that you're pitching as a company rather than as your name. And that's going to give you more credibility than other people who are, again, just pitching under their name. And the third reason, it's probably my favorite one, is keeping your books clean. Here's what I mean. If you start collecting Airbnb revenue into your personal checking account, but then you're operating all your personal finances inside of that same checking account, when your bookkeeper or CPA is getting ready to do your taxes, they're going to be like, hey, Jorge, what's business and what's personal? Because they don't know. So you're going to have to go transaction by transaction for the whole year. Imagine you're maybe 50 to hundreds of transactions over the year, and you're going to have to sit there for hours or maybe even days. Trust me, I've been there and I've seen people make that mistake. And now you got to segment what's personal versus what's business. On the other hand, if you set up the LLC, and then if you set up a business checking account for that LLC, guess what? All the revenue from Airbnb comes into the LLC. All your business expenses for this business only come out of the LLC, and it keeps your books clean, and it makes it so much easier when it comes to bookkeeping and tax time. Now, this is not financial advice or legal advice or tax advice, right? I'm just sharing from my experience, but when it comes to real estate, my CPAs and attorneys have always advised to start with an LLC. And I'm bringing this up because often people will say, Jorge, should I start up with an LLC or should I start with a corporation? So here's what I've learned from my legal team. They said start with an LLC when you are starting out, and once you start making $40,000 of net profit after all expenses, only then does it make sense to start with a S corporation, like start a new S corporation and no longer use your LLC, because at that point the tax savings will pay for the added costs of starting and operating with an S corp. So start with an LLC, and then eventually once you're making that 40K in net profit, then you can change it to an S corporation. And just to clarify, you're not able to change the LLC to an S corp. You would just stop using the LLC and then start a brand new S corp from scratch. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you guys can be notified every time I upload a video. The next part, and this is a big one, you want to make sure to get permission in writing from the landlord. Here's the thing. 100% of lease agreements say no subleasing, like in big red letters, right? Because you are intending to live in the property. However, when you have a conversation with a landlord about using their property for short-term rentals, then obviously you can add some verbiage. You can remove that part about no subleasing and put Jorge Contreras has permission to use his property as a short-term rental and to change the locks. And then boom, now you have permission in writing. If you guys are enjoying this video, make sure you guys smash the like button because it helps this video get in front of more people. So I really appreciate that. Hit the like button, and then whatever questions you guys have, type them in the comments below. I make sure that I respond to each and every question. The last thing I want to share is making sure you have permission from the city to operate. So verify with the building department if you can get a permit. This is super important. I've seen people make this mistake where they go and launch multiple Airbnbs, and then 6 months later they got to shut it down because they weren't supposed to operate there in the first place. And you don't want your business to be short-lived. You want to build a sustainable and scalable long-term business with short-term rentals. So make sure you contact the building department and verify if you can get a permit, how much it costs, how long does it take, and so on and so forth. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys check out the links down below where you guys can check out my weekly free webinars on how to start an Airbnb business. And there's also going to be a link where you guys can book a call with my team and see if we can help you build your six-figure Airbnb empire without owning real estate. And lastly, check out one of my other videos before you guys go anywhere. Peace.